Today we're going to take some time to grease the underside of Johnny 2. I've shown you greasing on the 1 Series. There's one fitting, that's hard to get to on the 1 Series. As a spoiler, there are only 4 fittings under this tractor and they're all very easy to get to. But as I think about greasing, and you guys always hear me say greasing, I'm reminded about my Lube-Shuttle. Let me show you some more about it. Now, if you've been watching our channel for a couple of years, you've seen this grease gun several times. But we have a lot of new viewers, a lot of new subscribers, welcome by the way, who might have not seen this. This is unlike any other grease gun, at least sold in the United States. There's no plunger in the bottom of it. Now, this grease tube is half used, or maybe even more than half used. Look at that. I can take it out, no grease around the outside. It's threaded there at the top, no plunger in the bottom. I can put it back in. I can use it to replace with a different kind of grease. Let's say you want to use certain grease for certain applications, a different kind of grease for a different application. This gun will let you do it. Now on the other end I have a locking lube. This is my favorite locking coupler. You put it right on the Zerk, it locks, you don't have to hold it on with your other hand. You can get this at my Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/tractortimewithtim, or you can get it in a variety of other places. This is an incredible value. It does require a special adapter to work on the Lube-Shuttle gun because the tube on Lube-Shuttle is metric, the lock and lube is English. Now we get a lot of questions about what type of grease to use. There are so many confusing topics around grease. And when I got a chance to go to Germany about a year ago, I met a man who knows more about grease than anybody else I've ever met in my life. Not only that, he loves grease. I've never met anyone so passionate about grease. Now, English is not his first language, so please be patient, but listen close. He talks about the different base oils that start with grease. He talks about the different thickeners. He talks about so many different things and exactly what types of applications they're good for. It's probably the most educational and practical discussion I've seen on the type of grease to buy. Now, it's not so much about brand. Of course, he talks about his brand, but he talks about the actual components. I think you'll find this interesting. Listen close. Just give me the basics on grease.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
It sounds difficult, but it isn't. Look, we have here the MOS2 grease.
Okay.
This is a multi-purpose grease for nearby each application, for cars, tractors, earth-moving machines, agriculture machines, ships, nearby everywhere.
Okay.
We have here a solid lubricant inside of MOS2 with a high content. Yeah, it looks like a powder. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the reason why the grease is black.
Notice you can just screw the cap off of these Lube-Shuttles. Oh, it is black. There's a lot of powder in that grease.
Yeah, around 3% of it, of the full amount, is MOS2 powder. And the benefit of this, we are able to protect bearings for friction and wear, reducing temperature, letting running smoother. Especially them are designed for wheel hubs. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is good for wheel hubs.
Yeah.
Then. And you said bearings and all too. So, but it's multi-purpose. Should I use this on my loader?
Oh, sure, because by a loader you have the complete RPM. Yeah.
Right.
So when you lift up the loader, only in a short angle.
Yeah.
And due to this situation, it's not possible that the grease lubricate all parts of the bolt, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to have a solid component inside for such application, it's the product works perfectly.
Okay. Well, that's the MOS2, and so far it's the winner. I'm keeping this one. Now, what else do we have?
The G2 product is similar to the MOS2 one, without any solid powder.
Okay.
Yeah? Some customers don't like solid powder. I don't know why. The benefits of this product are so excellent that of the MS2 product is so excellent, but some of the customer don't want black grease. I don't know why.
Okay.
For such application, we are using the G2 product. You can use it nearby everywhere, similar to the MS2 product.
Okay, now it's a little bit less expensive than the
Oh
MS2,
yes,
right?
though some of the customer look on the price. In my opinion, is when I want to lubricate, for example, a tractor, yeah, the steering, the wheel hubs, the loader, I would prefer the MS2 one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the G2. That one's out.
Good catch.
Okay.
For me, I want to spend the extra money, and I'm not concerned about the cost. I mean, I don't use enough grease that if you're telling me this is a better grease than that for the same applications, I'm here.
Okay.
See if the next one can take me off.
Okay. And this is the G200 EP.
Okay.
The 200 is the number of the base oil viscosity. It's a little bit hard to explain. I will do it in my words. Yeah. When I compare this, for example, to the MOS2, the MOS2, look on here on the label.
Yeah, 155.
We have a base oil viscosity 155 by 40 degrees Celsius plus.
Okay.
And this is a standard value by normal multipurpose greases.
Okay.
By the G200, we have a base oil viscosity 195, as nearby 200.
Okay.
Yeah?
So it's a little thicker. Is that what it means?
Yeah. So this the base oil is thicker.
Okay.
Yeah. The content of the base oil is around 85%, and the rest of it is the thickener. This means we have a thick oil. The three products, the G2, the G200 EP, and the MS2 has a lithium thickener.
Okay.
Yeah? This is a standard
Okay.
thickener. Yeah? And the benefit of this product is, especially when a machine runs over a long period, 24 hours a day, hot temperature applications, for example, the grease stands a longer time in the bearing, for example. And the EP means extreme pressure. So we are using here special additives to reduce friction and wear.
Okay.
This means the content of these additives are higher in this grease. Okay.
That sounds good. I'm not ready to throw that one out yet. I think that might have a place. Let's look at the next one.
Okay. And this grease is a fully synthetic grease.
Okay.
This means we have, instead of a mineral-based oil, a fully synthetic
Oh, okay.
base oil inside.
Okay.
It's a polyalpha complex in combination with an ester. The 150 says the base oil viscosity.
Ah, the viscosity, yeah. Okay.
This grease is special for high-speed application, for high temperature, for the highest performance you can ever imagine.
Okay, so this is a fully synthetic grease with a calcium-based thickener.
Yes.
And it's for high heat, very high performance, high speed applications. Now, you gave me some of that same description with this one. So I may be a little mixed up there. We may have to come back to figure out which one I'm going to use. But let's move on.
Okay, this is the P100. We have here a fully synthetic base oil in combination with a polyurea thickener. We are using this for the highest temperature range, especially in any attachments. Yeah.
Okay.
Or under extreme pressure. So when you have shocks, for example, the polyurea thickener holds over a long time.
So you've given me several different pieces of advice on each of these. And just for the fun of it, I threw out the one tube, the G2, but mainly because I felt like that was covered by the MOS2. So the only benefit that I saw from the G2 was a less expensive product, which, quite frankly, I'm willing to pay to get the good grease, as I stated. So I heard that as we went from here to here to here to here, that we handled high pressure better, that we handled heat better, we handled high-speed applications better as we went this direction. Well, what if I take this grease right here and I use it for everything? Is that going to hamper the usage on my loader, or some of the low-speed
grease is designed for high-speed applications, yeah, and high-temperature application. For example, a loader, yeah. How many RPMs have you on the bolts?
Yeah, about 0.3.
0.3. Yeah, right. Yeah. For such an application, it isn't ideal. For example.
So you really think that I probably need to have at least 2 types of grease?
Right.
So if you could narrow this for 2 for me, and cost is not relevant, what would I choose?
You choose these both types.
These 2 right here?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Hey, look, this is easy. You know, our assistant in the background has caught every one of those. You got me down to 2 greases. This one's for my loader, general purpose things. This one is for my high speed, high temperature parts, PTO, mowers, things like that. Walter, it's been great having you on, and I hope this has been a fun and yet informative chance to see about different grease products. I know this is a tough subject, that's why we tried to have fun with it. Based on Walter's input, this would be my choice for general purpose grease. And I'm thinking it would probably be good enough for the PTO, other applications that I would have as well. But don't tell Walter, I don't think he'll see this, you know. If you have to buy only one, buy this one's what I'm saying. But you can buy both types, quickly interchange them as we described. Take a look at the website lube-shuttle.us. You can buy this grease and the guns we've showed. They have a single handle gun like we had here. They've got a pistol grip gun. They've got a powered gun as well, a battery powered automatic gun. All of them fit these tubes. You can get them in a package. You get, I believe it's a 5% discount with coupon code TTWT. You might pay a little bit more for this grease and this system than for a regular grease gun, but you'll have no mess and you can interchange the tubes. For me, it just makes perfect sense. Thanks very much, Walter.
Thank you, Jim, for being here in Germany.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. The area here is absolutely beautiful. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.